Check 1 2.
quieted down a little bit. So thank you all for coming. We appreciate this time that brings us together. It is a time for new beginnings, new things ahead, and we appreciate those of you who have come to support this. What we're going to do first off is have our opening ceremony, which is the Pledge of Allegiance. And I've asked Councilmember Chilberka if she would lead us in that. So please follow her instruction.
Thank you. Please rise if you're able. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilmember Chilberka, and thanks to all of you. What we want to do now is the administration of the oath of office for our newly elected council members. And we know who you are. So if we could have Councilmember-elect Lundell and Washington, along with Councilmember-elect Ritchie, to come right down in front of the dais, right between here and the lectern. Our recorder, Tracy Hansen, has some documents for you to sign. I'm going to kind of turn this part over to her. So if you would just follow her instruction.
Come over here. There's 2 copies. Please sign each. Photocopy to me, and the other one is for you to keep.
Lots of pictures being taken. So make sure you
Just smile while you're signing.
Get used to it.
A little bit. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
That I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Now, if we could have you come up and assume your seats. We are very sorry that the name tags have not been, arrived here. I don't know if they've been printed or not, but they haven't arrived here. But we do have seats for everyone, so. All right, this is great. Have a full dais again. Okay, now what we'd like to do is to hear the comments of our newly elected council members. Perhaps maybe we should start on that end. So Angela is not really, she's still in place until Councilmember-elect Lopez gets back from her out of the country trip. And that will be, I think, the 11th. We will swear her in.
The 13th.
13th.
3:45 p.m. right before the
3:45.
meeting.
Thank you for the correction. At which time she'll be a has-been. So, but Councilmember-elect Washington. Well, Councilmember Washington, would you please address?
Happily, yes, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. What an exciting way to start the new year. I've been spending a lot of time reflecting on what community is, but also what it means to be in community. And as I look around the room today of people that I have yet to learn their names, and that I will be working with, to people who have raised me within this community, I am beaming with pride to continue the legacy of all of my ancestors, of my elders, of people that I have learned from working in my first coffee shop, Grounds for Coffee on Highway 89, and the friendships and the love and the lessons that we've learned together and how we continue to serve our community. To those that I've worked with within organizations, from Ogden School District to my Ben Lomond family, to Miss Sarah, to Miss Betty, to Dr. Rosemary Lesser, to the community organizations that offer third spaces like Lavender Vinyl and like Burning Sissy Valley. I am so proud to be a part of this community, but also to be in community and to continue the work that I do in a greater capacity. Thank you so much for your trust. Thank you so much for your encouragement, and let's go.
Thank you, Councilmember Washington. We will now turn to Councilmember Ritchie.
All right. Well, thank you for everyone for being here today. Just reflecting back 4 years ago when I first was elected, it was a little bit intimidating, not really knowing what I was getting into entirely. And here we are 4 years later, and it's still intimidating knowing what I'm getting into for another 4 years. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve. I'm grateful for our community of Ogden and for the support that has been shown, and for this, again, this opportunity to put another 4 years together in this effort. I remember reflecting a little bit on my initial desires to serve, and as it related to some of the challenges that our country has gone through with a lot of different things, but really just being honored to have an opportunity to serve. And I had a mentor that had said, there's more than one way to give your life for your country, and talking about military service versus public service in this way. And so, again, it's truly a great honor as I think about that mentor, and I think about family members who have served in the military and other organizations, and again, it's a great opportunity. I'm looking forward to get to know the new council members even more. I know that we'll have different perspectives and different thoughts, and I'm excited to work together to make Ogden a great place, or continue to make Ogden a great place. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Ritchie. Councilmember Lundell.
Wow, thank you. So many people here. It's so great to look out. It says right here the mic is hot, but apparently you got to have the light green. But thank you so much for everyone for being here and to celebrate this day with me. I launched this campaign. I had a little quote about Ted Lasso, which is one of my favorite TV shows. And today I feel a little bit like episode 1 when they are on the airplane going to England, and Coach Beard looks at Ted and he says, are we crazy for doing this? And Ted looks back at him and he says, well, taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse. If you're comfortable while you're doing it, you're probably doing something wrong. And I must be doing something right, because I felt like I haven't been quite comfortable since launching that campaign. But if you followed the campaign, one of the things you heard me talk about was Ogden's beauty. I had this late friend, Scott Trudeau, who loved to ride bikes in the mountains. He was from Texas, and he used to always stop and say, look at this place. Can you believe we live here? And while Scott taught me to appreciate Ogden's physical beauty, I think the campaign taught me to appreciate the beauty of Ogden's people. And one of those people, I'm really following in Bart's footsteps here by tearing up a little bit, but one of those people is my friend Ted Rogers. I got to go to his celebration of life yesterday. And I actually got to interview Ted before he died about a month ago. And he was terminally ill. He had metastatic cancer. And in part of this interview, I asked Ted, are you afraid? Are you afraid of dying? And his answer was beautiful. It was beautifully Ogden. He said, I don't fear the reaper.
I'm a Teutonic pagan, classically trained in Buddhism. And I try to live a life that makes my brother Jesus happy and proud. Looking at things from a broad perspective and seeing different influences from different spiritualities has given me that much more strength. Reflecting on that statement, I had to laugh because it really is Ogden. It's one of those things that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense from an outsider, right? Ogden, we are that place. We are full of that diversity. We are full of that strength. And sometimes people don't get us from the outside. But when you put it together, it's something that's really, truly beautiful. And in my opinion, that is Ogden's superpower. It's its diversity in thought. It's its diversity in people. So now when I'm on that mountain bike ride and I look down, and I can not only just appreciate Ogden's physical beauty, and I can not just say, wow, can you believe this place? Can you believe we live here? But I can also reflect on my friend Ted and realize that Ogden is like a Teutonic pagan, classically trained in Buddhism, trying to live a life that makes our brother Jesus happy and proud. An Ogden that doesn't totally make sense, but is truly beautiful place. I look forward to serving that Ogden, to keeping Ogden that place that is beautifully diverse and complex, and growing with Ogden in this position together. Thank you so much for everyone who voted for me. I look forward to not only representing those folks, but the 4,500 people who filled out their ballot and chose not Kevin. I look forward to representing them and to bringing Ogden together. I'm also so thankful for my family, my campaign manager, my friend Dan, who was instrumental in this whole process. But I'm just so grateful to be here. So thank you, everyone, for everything.
Thank you, Councilmember Lundell. All right, we've got a few minutes to hear from the council members that were not on the ballot this year. And so maybe let's start down there again.
I'll start over here, yes. Well, yeah, I'm so happy to see all these wonderful friends out there in the audience, and I just want to congratulate my colleagues who have been newly elected to the council, and also just say how much I appreciate the service of everyone on the council. As you were saying, you're not really sure what you're getting yourself into, and you really don't know day to day what the job is going to be, but you just show up the best you can as yourself and try to remain in that authenticity. And I'm really excited, and I honor and appreciate all of your service on the council. So thank you.
Well, I'm excited to welcome our new council members. Councilwoman Washington, Council Member Lundell, and kind of a retread, Councilmember Ritchie. We're glad to have you back. It's an honor to serve Ogden City. It's great to see these newly elected people come with passion, with heart, with a desire to serve, and ready to take on the world. So we're grateful to have you on board. We're grateful for what you bring to the council, and we look forward to serving with you during the next 2 years. May God bless you in your service.
And I'd like to welcome everybody that came today. Thanks for your engagement in Ogden City. Continue to come. We're about to get into the budget season. It is so fun. So please come for that. I'd like to welcome the new council members. I look forward to working with each of you. The conversations around our work sessions and our telephone calls will change with new thinking and new ideas and a new perspective on what we have to deal with in Ogden. And I look forward to learning from the new voices that come to the council. So welcome, and thank you for your commitment to serve Ogden City and the residents that reside here.
Thanks to all of you. I guess it's my honor to address you last. I was born in Ogden. I was born in the park up on Harrison. For those of you who know, it used to be a hospital, but so I've lived here my whole life, and I've seen a lot of changes through Ogden. And this is just another one that we will experience together. I want to congratulate each of you who have run and successfully prevailed on your run. One of the things that you'll learn about me, I hope you do, is that I always want to understand the other side of the issues. I like to understand all the issues that are coming before us, so that it helps us make educated and informed decisions to benefit all of the city of Ogden, all of the residents that live here. I'm looking forward to each of you, and much like Councilmember Graff, new voices are always very refreshing and rewarding. So please don't hesitate to let us know your reasons and your whys, okay? So that will help us all to be better. And welcome to the council. I look forward to getting to know each of you and working together for the benefit of Ogden. One thing that I have learned over my tenure is that nobody runs for an elected position that doesn't love what they're running for. We all love Ogden. And so we do have that in common, and that's a good place to start. And so let's link arms and plow forward for the better of Ogden. That's what I would propose. And thank you for running. Thanks to each of you who have come to support this event. Next, we want to adjourn this meeting and adjourn into the foyer and the council workroom. Our staff and has put together a nice little banquet out there, lots of goodies for everybody to partake of. And much like the visiting that happened before, I expect that will continue. So stay as long as you have something to do. So we will adjourn at this point. Doesn't require, this isn't a real council meeting like normal, so we're not using all the rules that go along with that. So we will just adjourn and adjourn into the hall. So thank you again.